Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show. It is time for our annual beard video. This is the third time we've done this. This is my anniversary of my beard. It's 2 years old now. I've done this first when I first grew my beard, or when I first decided to grow my beard. And then I had my first anniversary, and my second anniversary is just up right now. So enjoy this year's annual beard interview. And if you want to be on this video next year, grow your beard now and contact me and we'll get you on there. All right, everybody, enjoy the video.
Only about 2 months.
I've been growing this beard for 4 months now.
7 months now.
Since December 24th of last year.
About 7 months now.
For about a year.
It's been about a year and a half, maybe coming up 2 years.
Maybe 2 years old and trimmed a little times here and there.
8 years, give or take.
For as long as I can remember, I've had a beard. As long as I can feel fuzz, I've been growing a beard. About 2 years for this main section.
About 2 years now.
About 3 years.
I have had a full beard since I was a junior in high school.
About 31 years.
Ever since I could grow one, I've wanted to have one. Being a rehabilitated hippie, that's not one of the things I had to change when I came into the faith.
I've had it in one form or another for about 25 years.
I would say 25 years. 20 years? Most of my life.
Since 1980.
More than 40 years.
Always wanted to.
I think it's a scholarly look. And in Scripture, the only time anyone was cutting off their beards, it was in humility or shame. So, I want to have a beard.
After watching your show, Torah Life, I decided to start growing it.
It was the assumption that men wore the beards. And if God wanted us to have hair on the face, it would grow. And that's what it's been doing.
Well, I figured that Yahweh gave me the ability to grow a beard. Why was I shaving it off?
As after I watched some of your videos, I was encouraged to start letting it grow, and so really have enjoyed it.
Maybe laziness, I don't know, not liking shaving.
Scripture said that we are not to shave the corners of our beards off.
The fact that I like beards, my father has a beard, mainly because of my father.
When I came into the faith, Scripture was really clear about men having their beard.
2 reasons. One, Mama was in the hospital and I didn't like to shave, and it just grew, and then I grew in the faith and realized it was just it went along with it.
Last year, I said to my wife, because she's always been after me to grow it out, I told her she'd make me an extra sandwich that I would grow it out for a year and see what I like.
I was introduced to the idea by a friend of mine, and I'd never thought of it before. All of a sudden, it seemed like a good idea.
Well, my wife likes it for one thing.
It grows. It's not a question of my choosing for it to grow. It grows. My choice is to shave or not to shave.
Well, shaving is a lot of trouble, and especially if you don't have electricity and running water. But it just seemed that it accentuates the difference between men and women, and that the differences should be really obvious even from a distance.
First, just to hide my face. I don't know if I was being lazy or I just liked wearing a beard. Something natural, I'm not sure, until I understood Torah.
I learned from traditions from another rabbi that the beard was a sign of maturity and wisdom, and the whiter the beard, the more respect in the community, and I just thought it was a good thing, and I looked at the Scriptures and there was nothing against it, so I just went with it.
It's too scruffy, too scruffy, and you need to shave.
Usually not good ones.
We've gotten actually compliments from other people that say that looks good on you.
Whoa, beard! They asked me what I put in it. Do you condition it? Do you shampoo it? How long have you been growing it?
Nice beard.
Looks nice. I get that quite often.
People at first just wanted to know why I was starting to grow it.
The fact that I have one long strand. Why don't you cut it? That's what I get.
Cool beard, man.
And I look Jewish.
Well, if they touch it, they go, oh, it's so soft. If they don't, it's like, when are you going to shave?
Actually, I get some compliments on it. I guess nobody's got the courage to tell me they don't like it.
People have called me Robert E. Lee, General Lee on the street, and Grant on the $50 bill, and even Lincoln.
I don't know, but I tell people I have one because I'm too young to shave.
Well, the longer it gets, the grayer it gets right in here, so I get quite a few comments when that happens, just about, looking like Moses or whatever.
Nice beard. They call me Santa Claus. I look like Santa Claus.
Are you Jewish?
Other than it's a little long and
some of them professional looking, but that's about it.
Just from my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law said, why do I have that on my face?
My mother-in-law told me I look gross.
Just for my dad. Yeah, some people, you know, you look better without it, you gotta, you know, whatever, but not enough.
No, just kind of some jabs for my brothers. What'd you do, fall in the mud? You know, just having a good brotherly time.
No, I've never had any.
Yes, quite a bit. You know, what's that thing on your face? Although yeah, I get several good comments as well.
That looks hot. Oh, you should cut it.
Mostly from old people. They don't like as my grandmother put it, they don't like a dirty face.
No, never.
No, but I do get positive comments when I've grown it long in the past and cut it down to shorter.
Well, my grandmother didn't like beards at all, but my wife does. She says it's soft.
You don't really have to let it get that big.
No, haven't hit a negative comment yet, at least that they've been willing to vocalize to me.
No, not really. Not for a long, long time. No, not really.
I hear people say negative things behind my back, but they don't generally say them to me personally.
Yeah, you do. People assume that you are some sort of biblical expert or something like that because of the beard.
Yeah, I see people cross the streets when I come by.
Getting on airlines, yes, perhaps. But for the most part, people accept me for what I am.
Certainly no worse. They say I look kinder, actually, for whatever reason. I've gotten positive responses.
No, I always had a beard. It's getting to where now, you know, it's kind of like, wow, you gonna shave sometime soon, you know, because it's, you know, of course, getting longer.
Yeah, they do treat me different. It's not the norm in public life.
Depends on how long it is.
I do. Probably at times, yes.
For the first few minutes until they get to know me.
It keeps my face warmer.
I love it in the wintertime. And actually the summertime isn't bad either because it keeps the sun off of my face.
I really do think it's cooler in the summertime, and certainly much quicker to get ready in the mornings without having to shave and with all the hot water and the scraping and everything. So it's got to be healthier, I would think, for your skin.
Sure. I'm not letting out blood every morning or anything like that.
I don't know necessarily about the health benefits, but I do know that my shirts stay cleaner when my beard is there.
Not personally, perhaps it distributes the sweat so you keep cooler in the summertime.
Well, you don't drip any food on your clothes, but
it's cool when I swim in the summer. It's cool. It's cooling to me.
No, but it is extremely hot in the desert.
I suspect there are some. I could guess at it, you know, but I can't prove it right now, but I suspect there are some.
Less nicks and cuts, right, when you're shaving?
You don't get rashes.
I do believe that beard has health effects.
It's like a swamp cooler in the summer.
Well, I definitely never have liked shaving, and of course it is biblical not to shave.
I think we were given it for a reason. I mean, we are part of the creation, and I don't think it's extra. I don't think it's as superficial.
No, I think everyone should grow a beard.
Yes. Yeah, I do. I shaved for many years. Not too long, I'm not that old, but yeah, I think it's much more natural to not shave.
God put the hair on our body for a purpose, and I don't think He intends us to remove it or modify it. He designed us the way He wants us.
I can't see why it would grow out every day to just have it scraped off. It must be something natural for it to be there.
Yes, I do.
Yes?
I really do. I really do.
I think it is because I believe that Father's placed it upon us as like a lion has a mane. This is our manlyhood. This is what He gives us as a glory as well.
Well, in a way, yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's unnecessary, I think.
Yeah, I do. Women included in that.
Yes. It's kind of like a lion's mane or the comb on a rooster or whatever. I mean, these things were put there for a purpose.
Yes.
It's not natural. I guess I never thought about it, but it seems like it is.
Yeah, I guess it is, because this is natural.
We should just allow ourselves to be the way we were created.
culture. You know, the culture is to look pretty, and the culture is to look very well groomed.
It's not popular in our culture. I think it's one of the manliest things you can do, but yet there's people out there that just don't think it's normal.
Socially, it's not. Sometimes the women don't like them, and that's why they go ahead and shave them. Guys like my beard because they're not allowed to have one because their wife won't let them.
Honestly, I don't know.
Because I think it's fallen out of fashion in our society.
They don't realize the significance of it, I suppose.
Just society and work atmosphere, perhaps. The stigmata of the society.
I think it goes back to our Roman culture. They just habit, I guess.
Because it's socially unacceptable in most circles.
There was a big advertising campaign to shave, and I didn't fall for it. That was in the 1920s. They came up with this expression, 5 o'clock shadow, and it was evil and bad, and nobody wanted to have that, so they began to look like women. I don't think that's necessary.
It's not tradition these days. Years ago, the presidents and the people in the military had beards.
You know, it's common for men not to have beards right now, so to have it is counterculture.
A lot of jobs put pressure on you to not have a beard, and they teach you that's not professional.
I think it's just a cultural thing. You know, it used to be very common. You know, our presidents all had beards. It's again just probably sales and marketing has hurt it more than anything.
I think the enemy desires to crush anything that the Father has in plan for us and that He wants us to follow. That's going to be the most important thing that the enemy wants us not to follow, and I think that's why.
I think it's probably emasculating men. A lot of times that seems to be, it's more comfortable.
I guess people think clean shaven, sometimes they associate it with certain things that I think are just a little off on our belief system. I think we've gotten away from the basics.
People tend to trust people without the beard more because, you know, they're clean shaven, they're young, they're politicians. Very few politicians wear beards. Why? Because it denotes, you know, honesty and stuff like that. And it's like, nah. Doesn't work for me, but, you know, hey, that's society.
The 60s were my generation, and the beard represented rebellion.
When people have to do a company and, you know, if they have to work for a big company and they have to be all the same, or let's say in some religious orders, the facial hair goes. It just has to go because everybody has to be alike. So beards are too individual. You see so many different individual beards. That's one of the things. It's a question of individuality.
Try it.
Go for it. See what it looks like. Mine didn't look anything like this even just a couple of months ago. I had grown it out before but shaved parts of it, you know, underneath my neck. And once I finally just stopped shaving and let it go, it came in the shape that I wanted to come out. And colors are coming out and stuff like that. So it's an adventure.
Do it, definitely.
Try it, you may like it.
Go for it.
Do it, you'll be glad you did.
Do it.
Don't stop. Look to Yahweh's words. Let that be your one foundation.
Get past that first 2-3 weeks, 2-3 days, and it's all, you got it made.
We're made this way. This is the way we are, and I understand it, and I'll just leave it alone.
Just go for it. It happens by itself. Beard is what you get if you don't do anything.
There's a lot of freedom in not having to get up and shave every morning.
Just do it. Don't hesitate. It's I love it. Do it.
It's definitely an easier way to go.
I love my beard. My wife loves my beard. Grow a beard.
I enjoy having one. I think everybody should try it.
I love growing it, and I just love having it. I feel closer to Yahweh.
If they started one, they'd realize how much time they save in the morning getting ready, that's for sure.
It's actually quite liberating to throw the razor away.
See, it's a good thing to do with your hand when you're thinking.
A little bit more advice, if they start getting it long, cream rinse. Works great. Keeps it soft. You'll get past the itchy thing. You know, you'd get ingrown hairs and you'd get all sorts of things when you shaved. it's just why go through that?
Grow as many of them as you can. Obviously, only one person can grow one, but grow it as long and as gray-haired as you get older. You know, you'd be long, gray-haired, flowing beard.
All men should wind up having a nice bushy beard.
It's a beautiful thing. I think it's as natural as life is. This is how God created us.
Well, I would just leave them alone. I think they're beautiful. They're individual. Everybody has a different one.
It's easy.
I like my beard.
I've been growing my beard my whole life. I just decided to stop destroying it 2 years ago. The other day I was on the corner and I was outside in the city and I wanted to see if it was raining, so I put my hand out and somebody walked by and they put money in my hand. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't put my finger on it. You know, the other day I was at the airport and they pulled me out of line and I just couldn't figure out why. But truly, the real reason why I have a long beard is because I fly a lot, and when I go to the airport, when I'm on a plane, between my beard and my baby, I always get a seat on the plane next to me empty. Stop destroying what was designed to be there.